Hello. Do not get the red G Pro Superlight. In fact, I would not really recommend getting any G Pro Superlight, especially because they are pretty far behind in the in overall tech, and it doesn't have optical switches. Even this new G Pro Red Superlight, as I stated before, is $160 for a red color that has no other improvements. It doesn't have optical switches, it doesn't have USB-C, it doesn't have hyperpolling, none of that. It is just the same G Pro Superlight that was released 2 years ago, but now in red. And now you have to pay like $40 more, which is way too much. $160. I would just get a Razer mouse at that point because they perform way better. And I know this because I've used a Death Adder version 2 in the past, and while it wasn't built very well, to be fair, it was when Razer mice in general weren't that well built about a year ago, but now they really stepped up their game and they mostly fixed their QC issues. And the same with Logitech. They have really good build quality. Both of them have really, really good build quality. However, again, Razer just has the better tech. And anybody who says, oh, Logitech has the better tech, you're just objectively wrong. Like, I know this because, again, I used a Razer mouse, and there have been tests, legitimate tests, that prove, yeah, Razer is just super fast and has the fastest response time ever in any mouse. Of course, this will probably change in the future, of course, but for now, they definitely do. And again, if anybody wants to deny that, I think you're just a Logitech shill. But anyways, yeah, I already basically said my issues that I had with Logitech. Just, again, they're releasing the same mouse, but now just red with no improvements at all to the tech. 2-year-old tech, as I stated before. No USB-C, no, like, really good feeling clicks, because I heard that the G Pro Superlight just had mushy feeling clicks, and especially the side buttons as well. I've heard those are awful, but again, I don't have one to test. And I've just heard it wasn't that good, especially now. And again, there's other mice that exist, especially now that are coming out in October, like the XM2W. I'm pretty sure that's coming out at the end of October, if I'm not mistaken. Please tell me it is, because it's been delayed way too much. And it also has like new switches that aren't KO 8.0s, which are very exciting, and they're like, I think they're close, if not optical switches that are custom made for the XM2W by Kale themselves. So that's exciting to see. So they get to like fine tune it and stuff like that. That's really cool. And also the Lethal Gaming Gear LA1. I've heard that is really, well, not really, really good, because there isn't a whole lot of stuff about it yet. But that is looking promising, especially because LGG, or Lethal Gaming Gear, is a very, very respected company, and I have no doubts this will probably be good, at least at launch. If it's not, then I retract my statement, but again, I'm not sure. But I do have some faith put into Lethal Gaming Gear, and even my current mouse, the Lamzu Atlantis, that I already talked about a million times already, since I got the first impressions. And yes, I will be giving a review, don't worry. It's been it's only been like a week, a little bit under a week. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing a review yet. I'll probably wait one more week and play with the mouse more. But yeah, this mouse basically has almost no flaws except for like 3, which is the right mouse button just is a little bit heavier, I think, than the left mouse button, which I could get used to, and I don't really use the left mouse button that much, except for Apex Legends, which isn't that big of a deal if it's just a little bit heavier, because I'm not going to be like spamming it like in Minecraft that I used to do. And even in Minecraft, I could still spam this pretty easily. And they are still very, very tactile. They still feel very, very good. The left mouse button does have, as I've stated before, some side wobble. I cannot speak. Some side wobble, not side wobble. But yeah, it's pretty good. Besides, again, that side wobble, it's just not super noticeable, but it just irritates me when I do notice it. It's just a slight annoyance, but again, it's not something I can really notice, especially when like really holding down the mouse button and then doing that, because for some reason that completely basically removes that side wobble feeling and there's still a side wobble, but you don't have like I meant grinding, like the side wobble grinding, it completely removes that for some reason when I bottom out completely the Switch, or bottom out the Switch completely. So yeah, that's a little strange. And also, I think the mouse button like pops a little bit, or grinds, or not grinds, but I think it just pops a little bit when bottoming it out at certain angles, which is not that big of a deal because I don't click from these angles. I click right here because this is where I claw grip the mouse. I just click right here, and there really isn't popping here at all when I just bottom out the Switch. Or at least not that I can really feel. And again, that side wobble still is here, which I can probably just fix by just opening up the mouse and lubing the switches, because that fixed the Aria wobble as well when I got that mouse. So yeah, again, you can get really well-built mice even for $90. I didn't mention that. I should have mentioned it earlier. It's $90. It's way cheaper than the G Pro Superlight, and even the LA1 by Lethal Gaming Gear and the XM2W are going to be $40 cheaper than the Red Superlight, which is just a better value and most likely just going to be better in general. Unless you don't like the shape, of course. But again, shape is subjective. You're going to be playing better with one shape over another. But anyways, that's basically it. And yeah, again, I will be making a review of this soon, and hopefully I don't have to lube the switches in that time. Yeah, I pray that the switches like break in or something like that. But even if they don't, again, it's not that big of a deal because it's not something I can really notice. I can only like sometimes feel like the switch bottom out, like popping a little bit. But again, once I start using the mouse, it goes away basically. It's only when I really just take my hand off the mouse and don't use it for a while, that's when that happens. But that happens with like all my other mice, I'll be honest, for some reason. But anyways, that's basically it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.